Welcome to FoxLearn. In this video, I'll show you how to insert and retrieve images from SQL Server database. After you finish creating a new Windows Forms project, you need to create a local database. A local database is a database just for your local application. It uses SDF data file, and no need to install a server to access SDF database. Next, you need to connect to your local database, then you can create a simple table that will allow you to save the images to your SQL database. And don't forget to set your ID as primary key and auto increment. After you finish designing the database, you need to open your form designer and then drag the button, PictureBox, label, text box and DataGridView controls from the Visual Studio toolbox into your form designer. You can design simple UI allows you to select an image, then insert and retrieve images from SQL database. You can use DataGridView to display images data, then convert data to image type, and display your image to the PictureBox control. You can add a binding source to your DataGridView to help you automatically add the connection string to the app config file. You should store your connection string in the app config file to make it easy for you to change the connection string without modifying your source code. You can create an insert method that allows you to insert an image into SQL database. You can use the SQL connection class to make a connection to your database. And don't forget to add a reference to the system configuration library to your project. This library helps you to read your connection string from the app config file. You should check your SQL connection status. If the connection is closed, you need to open it. The SQL connection is opened and set as the connection for the SQL command. Next, use the SQL command class to execute your SQL query. You can easily add query parameters to SQL command using the add with value method. It represents a transact SQL statement or stored procedure to execute against a SQL Server database. You can create a load data method that allows you to retrieve data from your SQL database, then display your data to the DataGridView. You can create a new data table to help you store the data returned from the SQL query. The data table is a central object in the ADO.NET library. Other objects that use the data table include the dataset and the data view. You can use SQL Data Adapter class to read the data and fill in your data table object, and then bind it to your DataGridView. The SQL Data Adapter serves as a bridge between a dataset and SQL Server for retrieving and saving data. The SQL Data Adapter provides this bridge by mapping fill, which changes the data in the dataset to match the data in the data source, and update, which changes the data in the data source to match the data in the dataset, using the appropriate transact SQL statements against the data source. Finally, you need to create methods that allows you to convert the image into a byte array, and vice versa. Because the image you save to the SQL database as byte array. You can use the Open File dialog class to help you open a Windows dialog box for browsing and selecting files. Next, we will display the image that we have selected into the PictureBox, then save your image to the SQL database. You can easily find your local database in the debug directory. You should copy your local database to another directory, because each time you rebuild your project, all data in the debug folder will be deleted. Thank you for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.